Well, hello everybody. I'm making a little video for you because I want to talk directly to you because I'm really excited about the oncoming NLP trainers training in Sydney in October. It's not even a month from now. It's really, really cool. So I was thinking to share with you a sub-skill and intangible skill that can pay you a lot of money. But not only that, it can elevate you in your life, whether it's business, sports, politics, family, relationships, children, no matter what you're doing, simply because this is an intangible skill. So let's get right into it, okay? By the way, if this is a message, it's something you need to hear right now and gives you value, listen to it and take action immediately. I promise I won't keep it long. So here you are, check this one out, yeah? You want to become an entrepreneur, or maybe you are already a business owner. And here you are right in front of a business meeting, or you're talking to somebody about your idea that could make you a lot of money and it could be successful. And you're excited, you're fired up, you think about expansion, you're taking advantage of online possibilities because you know you're not bound by a local small community and you can make a lot of money by staying at home and you don't care about anything and you can have clients all over the world and all this. Oh my God, can't wait to talk to these people and tell them all about it. And that's your emotional state. You can't wait to have this meeting. And then you meet someone who tells you, can't do it. Nope. Something really bad happened. There are new lockdowns. There are new lockdowns. How do you handle that? I don't think it's a good idea to start anymore. I can't do this. That's what you do. Be careful with the language you use, the words you use, because no matter what you say will be used against you. You think, what will people think of me? We can't do anything now because there are new lockdowns. I can't do it, therefore I can't, isn't it? Isn't it? Ultimately, whatever we think we can do, we can't. Plus, I can't think of making lots of money because there are new lockdowns. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Oh, I thought I was ready, but now I'm freaking out. Okay, here's the answer. How do you stick with your decision to be successful and do something that will make you feel really good about breaking through when there are new lockdowns? How do you address that issue? Not only you have to deal with a person that cannot see your vision, your idea, but also with your own insecurities and fears and anxieties and worries. How do you have that conversation with that person or even inside your head? I'm so sorry, I understand. That's what you say? Oh, no, you don't understand. They don't understand. What kind of words do you have to use? What mindset do you have to stand your ground and make this happen? How do you change their objections in trying to take you back at their level of fears? What do you say? I'm sorry you feel that way. What do you say? What do you say? Maybe you say, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of time to talk about the lockdowns now. Can't say that because everybody's talking about the lockdowns. It's all over the news, right? Everybody's talking about this. But you have to answer to this person and make it clear inside your head or be dragged down back into stagnation, failure, waiting, postponing your life and not going to do what you want to do because you have this idea that could work really well and will work really well for you and it will make you a lot of money while staying at home. You think, should I even talk to this person about the lockdowns? Shall I? Maybe it's not a good idea because it's such a downer. You were just told that what you want to do is not possible and you want to remain into a mind of possibilities and not focus on what you don't want. You want to be supported in your decision. And here you are just about to be convinced that it's not possible. You want to change their way of not supporting you because you want their support, right? So how do you change them to get to your level where maybe their acceptance level is lower than yours? See, when all these things happen and you're excited about the possibilities to make you into this better person, self-confident person that could be an example of success in this changing times, And you're so excited about what you're just about to do. But they don't seem to be. And you want to help yourself and at the same time to have the independence to do what you want to do. How do you give that message to them and to yourself? That intangible skill set right there, by the way, my friends, it's one of the hardest things you'll have to learn in business and in your life, as a matter of fact. I could call it shift and pull the plug. Shift and pull the plug. You get it? And you need to use the language to fit in that setting. Let me go just a little deeper so this makes sense to you. If I'm on a call with the students, and my language is, as I'm speaking to them, it's a different language for how I talk to somebody in a restaurant or when I wait in a supermarket to pay for my groceries. Because these are people already invested in the possibility mindset, who understand the difference between being successful or not. They understand the difference between the fact that if you want to change something outside in a money-making possibility, you have to begin from inside. These are people who are already invested in the success mindset. Then how do you talk to my staff? How do I speak to them? Is it a different language? How do I get myself to be the self-confident person with solutions for myself and all the others? Because, and you probably have experienced this, many times the conversation can go terrible. And it can take me down as well into, I can't do it mindset. How do you shift and pull the plug from talking to your spouse, to a client, to your staff, to the persons that's telling you that you cannot do anything because there are new lockdowns? What do you say? What do you say to them? How do you get good at this? Just seeing somebody having gone through this or talking about it is just not enough. And that's what I'm going to teach you, my friends, in NLP Trainers Training. And you say, okay, probably I can learn to do this. And by the way, you can get the highest levels at the highest level in a corporation, in an organization, or even in your business, and never know this skill. Never know this skill. But if you really want to be successful, despite the changing conditions around you, not only for your level of self-esteem and success, but also for your family, to be an example in your community, then you know this is something you can learn easily because we have it all. It's the difference that makes a difference. So if you really want to do that, here is what you need to do. Number one, see yourself being successful and self-confident. What is the internal representation? What's your vision if you were to be successful? Free of fears and anxieties, finding those new solutions, having switched and pulled the plug on the old negativity and the old fears, having resolved all the problems now. How do you do that? That's number one. Number two, finish what you have begun. Stick with your decisions. Remember Napoleon Hill story? Remember, I told you the story. The people who achieve something and who are not victims are the people who stick with their decision and complete what they have begun. Don't give yourself out clauses, reasons for not proceeding. That's all smokescreen, by the way, and you know that. Stay away from smokescreens. Complete what you have begun. People who don't finish things, don't stick with their decisions, like it easy in life. They're not the ones that can do anything. They are the victims. Number three, surround yourself with people who are successful and self-confident. Surround yourself with this type of people. People who say, I can. People who are victims of circumstances, they surround themselves with people that are smaller than them because it makes them feel better about themselves for being victims. People who are successful always put themselves in positions and in situations where are we people bigger than they are because it inspires them to be successful. And then they are successful. Next is your mind. It says here how to do it. It doesn't fit the camera. It says here, let me see if I can do this. See, it's written how to do it. How to do it. Yeah, these are people. It's your mind never freezes, never stops thinking. What if I do it this way? How can I make this happen? How can I make the other one happen? How do I find ways of making this happen? What if I can have this life? What if I can talk to this person over there? How can I change this? How do I get what I want? Next is credible people in your life believe in you. You have done this, you have done that. You have taken the steps and you've done what you said you're going to do, no matter what. It's not wanting to want something, it's really wanting it. And people saw you do it. Because if they see in you only, oh, I can't because it's loss of credibility. If you do what you said you want to do, then you're credible and they believe in you. So next from here is you're a student. You're always learning from everybody. You cannot stop learning. You're never flat. You're never boring. You know, good all. Same thing and nothing new. Because you're always developing. You can't help yourself. You want to get to better at this, whatever this is. You want to get better at that, whatever that is. Next. The next one is you're compulsed about having to get it. Almost obsessive about getting what you want to get. Getting what you said you're going to do or get or reach that level. Probably if you, this is funny, if you take apart the mind of a really, really successful person, you may wonder, do they really think this way? And they do. They really want that, what they said they want. And they really end up getting what they want because they have to have it. See, they have to have it. They have to have it. And when they want it, they sort of figuring out creative ways to get what they want. If it's a relationship, if it's a business, if it's a skill, if it's a position, it's a certain place you want to be, wanting to be successful and get out of the present problems, you gotta figure out a way to get it. Because the people who are successful, they are true to their own word and to their dreams. They really want to have what they said they want to have, and they do it. So you can see immediately by these signs if someone is going to be successful. And by the way, they are all part of the 30 behaviors I will teach you in Trainers Training. And you may say, well, I got 2 of them or 3 of them. Well, what about the rest? 3 is not even half. It's a good start, yeah. The rest is my job to give it to you, and I will. So this is very exciting to me. That's why I'm so enthusiastic about seeing you there, because it's like coming in a group of my friends. Out of all the people in the world, you are the people that make a difference. I trust you with that. And so the Trainers Training is going to be online. And just for you to know, there is no difference between the live training and the online training. We just done training, this thing in Australia last year. We've done the US Trainers Training this year, and we had some amazing results. People who immediately started making a lot of money and being very successful in their presentation. Because the same level of excellence and absolutely the same skill set I was talking about just now, plus many others, are all in there. So my friends, I'll see you there. I'm looking forward to meet with you again and to share with you everything I know. Until then, be well.